to do that. It just seemed too fun. Heading out on a bike ride here in Nanning. Gonna try doing this one-handed, which is challenging. This is right behind our apartment building, and we've been up on the 19th floor here. It has a really great view. And just heading out to the main road, and gonna try riding in traffic. Yeah, this seems to be working the lights on. So good. And we'll see how this goes. I gotta stop at a gate here. Maybe through there. Okay, heading out into the city. And then I'm gonna go down along the river walk, which is a little safer. But it's mainly a side road here. And there's lots of dedicated cycle paths. Got some buses coming in and out here in the background. And I think I just have to head down here and make a left. Here. I'm surprised there aren't more scooters coming up behind me. They're everywhere in Nanning. There's a whole row of them off to the side here. I think I'm gonna have to stop for a second and hook my backpack strap because it's coming off. I have to stop. Got the strap situation straightened out. Just coming to my first turn here. This mountain bike I'm renting has worked out really well. The brakes are extremely good. I can do this with one hand. And I made it. I just got to try to make it down to the river. It's been beautiful weather here. Most of the time I've been in Nanning, it's been up near 90, 100 degrees and very high humidity. Right now it's probably like 70 and perfect. A little bit overcast, but really nice weather for this part of the world. It's in October. Seems to be the time to visit here. Got bikes weaving around here, people coming up behind me. But it's okay, I'll show what's ahead of me here. There we go, now I got the camera aimed the right way. I'm gonna have to put the camera away shortly till I get to the river because it's kind of hectic from here. I'm coming into a main road and there's not any shoulder or anything I have to ride with traffic. So I'm gonna stop here and pick up in a little bit. Now I'm gonna carry the bike up some stairs here. There's a levee that has a nice little park along here, but there's no good access other than the stairway. And now I gotta go down to the river. Not the most comfortable thing, but you don't have to do this too much. There are places where you can cross through tunnels, but not where I come onto the trail here. Sure. Oops. Not sure if you can see this on the video, but there's a very nice little pagoda in the distance there that is not being used at the moment as far as I know. And I'm just going to ride over there, see if I can maybe get the drone up in the air. Heading along the bike trail here. Not too many people out this morning, it's pretty early. This little sculpture here. Got a creaky bottom bracket on this bike, but other than that, it's been fantastic. It was very inexpensive to rent it, and I couldn't recommend riding along the river here in Nanning more. It's just been very pleasant. People are very nice, and everyone's pretty careful. Lots of kids out playing and stuff. And just a really nice city, even in the city itself. Once you get used to the way the traffic moves here, everybody goes pretty slow and is very cautious, and you can just kind of weave through traffic without much problem usually. I just ride along with the little scooters. They don't go very fast, and it's been fine and really an enjoyable trip. I got a little bit of a hill here, so I got to shift. Not easy to do one minute. Wish there was more going on. You see a lot of karaoke and people practicing Tai Chi and all kinds of stuff. People playing ping pong under the bridges sometimes. This is one of the little Zamboni type things that they use to clean the trail along here. You see them pretty often, and things are kept very tidy. It's very clean, and used to joke that Nanning had the cleanest garbage cans in the world because no one ever used them. They just threw stuff near it, and now it's just 100% the opposite. Everything is very clean and well kept up, and the garbage cans are used and cleaned regularly, and it's just a very pleasant city to be in. Might be a little bit hard to see here, but there are folks swimming in the Yong River here, which is a pretty common occurrence. Almost every morning there's quite a few people out swimming right in the center of the city here. We're coming up on some of that karaoke and music practicing. Might try and put the drone up here and get a video of the pagoda from a little better position. We got some sort of dance class going on over here. And badminton. Now it's starting to get a little crowded, so I gotta be a little more careful. Got some kids playing over here in the little exercise area they have for folks. Okay, I better stop. Coming into the dock here, where they have these really interesting looking old boats parked. I'm not sure what exactly they were used for. Looks like some of them might be restaurants. The other ones seem to be for hauling cargo of some sort. Not really too sure. There's another exercise area over here. And you see a lot of scooters and trikes and things along the bike paths, but everybody takes it pretty slow. There's a scooter. Interesting section of the trail here by one of the many city bridges, and if I'm not mistaken, there's a very nice little bridge up here for the cyclists. Regular little suspension bridge with 2 lanes separated. Crossed over a really nice Chinese style, like half circle bridge on the other side of the river a couple days ago. And it was so steep, I don't think I could have done it with this bike because the small chain ring wasn't functioning. But it was still fun walking over. I would have been a little bit nervous about riding down the other side. It was so steep. I swear it was like 30-40%. But just maybe 100, no, not even, maybe a 70-foot tall bridge. Boy, just cannot get over the weather here this time. It's so nice. And I think this is a weekday, and there's still a lot of people out on the trail. On the weekends it gets very crowded here, but it's still manageable. I'm running out of time here, so I'm going to turn back and try and get a little bit of a drone shot of the pagoda. Wow, a big crowd of people here. I think those look like probably park workers. I'm not sure what's going on. I have trouble getting through though. There's a lot of people. We'll see. I might have to shut off the camera for a little bit. Yeah, it looks like some sort of meeting. A lot of people. Yeah, I think I'll head up to the upper path. There's like 3 different levels to the, at least, to the sidewalks and bike paths and things in the park here. I'm on the highest path, which reminds me a little bit of the Great Wall, because there's these pretty nice little handrails, even though that doesn't exist there. There's just turrets or whatever. These are all the park workers that are walking through the park. Gonna head back toward the pagoda and maybe try and get the drone off the ground, because that's a kind of an interesting part of the city. And looks like I'm getting pretty close to being past all the workers. Some more karaoke music. Someone with a EWOO, electronic wind instrument. Whoa! And a stairway. Alright, I made it past the work crew there, but they're coming up strong behind me, so I gotta get moving here. A lot of stairs and things I had to navigate there. Almost missed a set of stairs because I was shooting a video. Came right to the edge of it before I realized it was stairs and not a ramp. That would have been bad, especially with one hand. Keep your eyes peeled for these tricycle maintenance vehicles coming along here. There's another one out in front of me. Still learning how to use this vlog camera. Hopefully I'll get something out of this footage because this is just a really pretty park and a nice area to ride. Especially when you don't want to wear yourself out. It's all relatively level. A few hills here and there, but nothing much to speak of. We're heading back into town. Didn't quite make it to the really nice bridge, but this is sort of a little bit of an old school Chinese bridge. It's right here on the path. Just about into town now, the main part of town. And really quite nice too. There's one of the gates. Goes out into the city. Some sort of music going on up here. I think it's a little band. See a lot of them in the parks, people practicing their instruments. The instrument I mentioned before, the iwi, it's electronic, so I think it allows you to practice in silence a little better in the city. These are the traditional instruments. Yep, almost hit a trike there. And there's the pagoda where I want to fly the drone. May just try it here. I managed to get a little bit of drone footage, I think, of the pagoda and the city in this area. I didn't want to stay too long. I'm not very good with the drone yet, so we'll see. It probably isn't very interesting footage, but we'll take a look at it. And hopefully, shortly, I'm in Nanning City in Guangxi, China. And we're heading over to Guangzhou shortly. And I have to shoot this again because there's a lot of music. Show that instead. Alright, it's a little bit quieter over here. We're heading over to Guangzhou shortly, which is, I don't know, several hundred miles away. And I'm hopefully going to be able to get on a road bike and get on a group ride. We'll see what happens. See if my connections come through. Right now, I'm riding what's a pretty nice mountain bike. Been enjoying it. The brakes are awesome. What you need on this trail. And Just getting out and doing some riding. We're heading back to drop off the rental bike at the bike shop, which is maybe a mile from here to at the most. Down, I think, by that second bridge, if you can see it. Some of the public works people here are keeping the place neat. And yeah. Yeah, that was pretty rare. People pretty much have been ignoring me. Every now and then someone will say hi and want to speak in English, but not too often. But it's nice. People are very friendly in general and haven't had any sort of issues. There's a barge out in the river there. Not sure if you can see it on camera, but it's one place where not much change has happened. There's still pretty old school diesel barges and sort of old school house liveaboard fishing boats, I suppose. And then those larger boats that I'm not too sure about. Like I said, they look like a restaurant, but they don't look neat enough to be a restaurant. They're pretty shabby looking, so I'm not sure what exactly they're used for. There's another nice little sculpture here. And this might be my stop. I better check. Oh no, I gotta go past this. This is where I normally stop to go back to our apartment, but I have to continue on and get back to the bike shop, which is a ways down here still. These, as you can see, there's quite a bit of flooding of the boat path along the river here. So they have a new one a few feet higher, and then there's yet another one up on top of the levee here. And occasionally you see some tunnels going through to the city. I think there's a policeman there. A lot of people out fishing. Just gonna try and get a little footage of this boat here. It's a nice little European-style church, I think, in the background there. And barge. And a little closer to the bike shop. And here's the other one of the little bridges along the path here. Now that I'm almost ready to return the rental bike, I just got it to drop down into the third chain ring. It's my kind of luck. But it's been no problem. There's not many hills here. Not in the city anyway. Took a ride over to Ching Mountain the other day, which is a little mountain park, and I think it's about 900 feet.